Konnichiwa Mina, this is T Secure, you're watching PokeCast. Moving on to number 3 of the Origin comics that I'll be doing this week. Going on to, it is X and O Manowar number 1, the origin of how the Manowar was chosen to bind with the person who became him. Now this is a very unique one just because this is the cover based off of a crossover that was done. I believe it has 2 comics in the entire series, and then I guess it was made into a video game, which I never knew. But that's pretty cool. It came out for Game Boy, Game Gear, Sega Saturn, PlayStation, DOS. Yes, we remember DOS. So that's still really cool. But the cover is what made me pick this up. Iron Man with somebody else that I also enjoy. It was 100% misleading. Yeah, because I collect the crossovers, so I was like, no! But at least, because it is an origin, and actually finally get to see how X and O Manowar becomes who he is, I can deal with that. So I was actually very pleased. Even though I totally got conned on the cover, at least I actually get to enjoy what it was meant to be. Because this is the prequel to the entire series, which I guess this is the actual cover of Volume 1. Yeah, don't ask on that one. So it's really good. This guy's been practicing, and let me see, what's his official name? Donovan Wiley, or Wiley, I think I say it Wiley. Basically, he's been training, getting himself ready to actually use the armor because there's aliens attacking the Earth, and he's the only one. The armor is the only way that they can actually defeat these guys, and the armor keeps on revealing new ways to be used, new technology as it goes, but he actually hasn't been able to put it on because it's a one-time use. When it's put on, you become one with it. It's not like Venom and Eddie Brock, where Venom, they join forces to become one person, but they still can be separated. No, this is a one-time offer. Just like it is for the Guyver. What you become, you're set. That's who you are. And that's why I found this one very unique. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of the story because this is a really good one just to flat out read. But it goes on to where the guy who's been brought into the project, who's made just tons of headway on there, learning how to use it, shows that he's able to change it around, and then finally it comes time that he has to, that he has to finally put it on and become that, is that, it's giving you magnificent. I'm just keeping an eye out for anything else I need to explain because it's just a fantastic one. So it's that time to finally put it on, because if they don't, they have to really go and fight. The aliens are coming. There's no choice. He has to do it. So he accepts his responsibility, puts on the armor, and him and the armor become one, and goes from there. I mean, it's just a fantastic thing. You see the armor literally is binding with him. I mean, it looks like it hurts because it has to also bind with him, with his entire body, his DNA, everything. I mean, he is becoming one. So I don't know if it was as bad as a Guyver was, but The poor guys, they're like, oh, ow, ow. Okay, this is totally worth it. Ow, for my country. Ow, you know. Well, he's not saying that, but still, I can just see it as a comical relief thing as I'm doing that type thing. So officially, he's ready to go, and the suits all, you know, the aliens come. He has to go, and just blows everybody out of the water. Well, blows the aliens up and shows everybody that he's able to master the suits pretty quickly, and goes to try to save the world. And leave it out there. He gets the aliens, and next comic we'll show you how he defeats the aliens. I hope you enjoyed this comic where we show you how he became selected. The armor gets put on him. That's all we're going to show you. Yeah. It does kind of feel like an Iron Man comic, doesn't it? Or other comics where they show the person finally getting their powers. Hooray! No fight, really. Next fight. Next comic will give you the fight. That way you get to enjoy more of our character. However, I hope you enjoy the history of the character and the origin of your new favorite character, because we're only going to show you the origin and very little about him, and then we'll show you an epic fight as it starts by the next comic to see how it ends or even begins. Yeah. Sorry, that just takes me off sometimes when they do that, but that's how they get you to buy the next one. In all, I have to say, XNL Manowar. I really enjoy who he is. I don't have a ton of his comics, unfortunately, because I like from the same company. I actually enjoy reading more of Turok than I do with him. I don't know, it's just something about Turok. He's, in my opinion, cooler. But I really enjoyed that. You know, yeah, they didn't give us a whole lot of fights in here. They really did took the time to show he is been, you know, he was the one selected by the government to become who's going to use this alien technology to help save us from aliens attacking the Earth. And they really help you build that bond with the character before you finally get into there. So that was something I was very pleased with. Is it a comic series to definitely pick up and buy? I would say it's worth looking into, without a doubt. If you're looking for something different, if you're tired of reading Iron Man, or War Machine, or Mainframe, and you want something different, and because you know you're more into the characters that are like Venom, but you would like to have an Iron Man, this is probably a good one to look into because that's exactly what it is. The armor itself is a symbiote that fuses with the user to become a superhero in a sense. So it's one of those, if you're looking for something different, definitely check this one out because it has a good read. That's why I didn't want to say too much about what was in this one, because they did a good job on the story, I thought. So for all of you guys out there looking for somebody that's different from your classic Iron Man, he's a great choice to look into for another suit fighting hero that gains his power from the suits. This is actually pretty good, especially if you like the Guyver. He's a good one to look into because I wouldn't be surprised if he was actually inspired by the Guyver. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Here's another little good classic origin moment here. So this is Garcia, ciao and sayonara.